going to put together a cute little Easter centerpiece with these Easter egg florals that I found at the Dollar Tree. I actually got these maybe the beginning of March. They had them out, so I kind of stocked up on them. Everything that we're going to do today is from the Dollar Tree. We have a little, it was glass candle holder that I found that I just spray painted white with just matte spray paint. And then this right here I found in the party section. It's just a plastic plate. And I also spray painted that white. And then a piece of floral foam in the floral section at the Dollar Tree that we will use to place all of our floral in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over, and this right here actually lines up. There's beveled underneath and it lines up right here. So I need to make sure that I keep it on this beveled part because I don't want it to be uneven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to E6000 it for permanent hold, and then I will use the hot glue for temporary hold so I can put it together. All right, I think that's good for now. So we're going to turn it over. And it sits up pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this floral foam directly in the middle, and I'm just going to add hot glue to that. I'm just going to place it down in the middle, get it as even as I can. So once we have that on there, we're just gonna put it together. So I want this to have dimension, and I have these cute flowers that hang over, and I'm gonna have it hanging over the tray. So I think I'm gonna start, and now I'm not a fan of the long grass, so I don't think I'm gonna use that. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and just cut off the little eggs, and I'm going to place those in there, and then my flowers I will just place randomly. That way we can cover up the remainder of the floral foam. done with it. I like it. It's super cute. It's colorful, but it says Easter, but doesn't say Easter like I want it to. So what I've decided to do is I am going to take these cute rabbits that I found from the Dollar Tree and these napkins that I actually found from the Dollar Tree too, and I'm going to Mod Podge this napkin on these rabbits, and I'm going to place them inside. That way it yells spring, but it also says Easter as well. When you're messing with napkins, when you're Mod Podging, make sure you pay attention to how many layers it has. That only had one layer. It come from the Dollar Tree. And that way, make sure you take off all of them, leaving the top layer. So you can always Mod Podge these, place the napkin on top and Mod Podge again, but I do that technique sometimes, but sometimes I don't, because sometimes it wrinkles, it tears, and I just prefer not to mess with it. So what I usually do is I usually will grab a piece of parchment paper and I will let this dry, the Mod Podge on whatever I'm Mod Podging dry, and then once that is dry, then I will place the napkin, whatever I'm using, on the item, and then I will place a piece of parchment paper down, and then I will iron it on from there. Then I don't have to worry about bubbles and ripping, and I don't have to worry about any of that. It's a smooth finish. Done Mod Podging your rabbit and it is dry, you're going to take your napkin and you're going to place it on top. You're going to take your piece of parchment paper, you're going to place that on top of the napkin, and then I will take my iron and I will go over the top, making the Mod Podge melts and adhering the napkin to the rabbit. You have your rabbits adhere. Usually I use a sanding block, but the rabbits are kind of small. So I am just going to take my small little finger sandpaper. I'm going to gently go around the whole rabbit, but I'm going to do it in a downward motion. If you don't do it in a downward motion, then the napkin's going to rip. With these being seeing hangers actually that come with string in them to hang. I don't want this dark circle where the hole is, so what I am just going to do is I'm going to take 2 of these little gems that I also got from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to add a dab of hot glue, and I'm going to put it over that hole. So how I'm going to secure these in is I'm going to take popsicle sticks from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put 2 together to make them longer. Alright, here we have our little bunnies. Ooh, and they're cute. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is be careful when you put them in. You don't want your hot glue to come apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find a place that I want them, and I'm just going to stick them in like I did with the flowers. And this one actually, I'm going to put one higher and one lower. Find a spot. Stick it in. Maneuver some stuff around so they don't hide. All right, and there we have it. The bunnies match perfectly with the centerpiece. We're gonna take some pictures of it, put it on the kitchen table or in the living room around the rest of my Easter decorations. It was fun. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Y'all have a great day.